were always in love with Samantha. She was the goddess of band. Samantha and I became friends back in the 7th grade during band, almost 11, 12 years ago. And since then, she has always been my shoulder to cry on, especially in 8th grade when we were both dumped the night of the school dance. That was the night we comforted each other to the song, That's What Friends Are For. And from then on, she became that one friend that I knew would be my best friend for years to come. We spent many a night dangling her out of my window for honeysuckles, spending $11 worth of junk food and candy, watching the microwavable hamster, and getting scared by employees at Six Flags Breakfast. Getting hit on by creepy guys on the Congo Rapids, and so much more. We had so much fun in middle school and high school and had our fair share of ups and downs. When we graduated high school and left for college, I was devastated having her in North Carolina, 100 million miles away. Sorry. And though we made new friends, And though we made new friends and didn't talk as much, with busy schedules, we still remained friends. And to be honest, my charismatic butterfly of a friend who lights up any room she's in was smart in her choices. A few years after being there, she met a friend, she met a man named Raymond, who was her coworker, who became a friend and more than a friend. I could hear in her voice the happiness she felt being with him. I don't know them as a couple so well, but I do know Samantha, and I can see in her eyes that Mike was the one for her. Samantha, I cannot be any more proud of the woman who has blossomed into it. I'm so happy to call you my best friend. I'm even more happy that you found the love of your life. You two are really perfect for each other. Even though we've been miles apart for so many years, when you asked me to be your maid of honor, I was surprised and happy and very proud to know you wanted me to share the stage with you. You deserve every happiness and love life has to offer, and I'm so glad that you and Mike have each other to share them. Always laugh every day with each other, and don't forget that there's no shortage of kisses and hugs you can share. I love you, BFFAAF. Congratulations on a happy couple. I love you guys so much. Never forget to tell each other that you love each other. And now we can all see that fairy tales do come true. I love you both.
Good evening, everybody. For those of you who haven't had the pleasure yet to meet, my name is Jim. I've been best friends with Mike for about, 13 years now. So I just want to let everybody know I'm at a severe disadvantage tonight. My girlfriend insisted that I remain sober for this speech. I guess I'm in trouble. So when Mike had asked me to be his best man, I mean, obviously I felt, it was an honor, and of course I accepted. But then I thought to myself, I have to make a speech. I'm not good at speeches. So then I said, all right, let me think of some ideas. So I know a lot of people talk about when, the bride and groom had met. I wasn't there for that. So that didn't help. And then I thought about, well, how about when I met Sam? Mike said 3 words. Couldn't speak, completely speechless. But it was great because when I looked at Mike and I looked at Sam, and I knew right then and there that this was going to be for real. I knew this time was going to come. I had a connection that was very magical. So then everybody said, all right, we'll talk about a time when you and Mike had something that was funny, that Mike made a mistake. Well, Mike, in the 14 years or 13 years I've known him, has never made a mistake until about 1.5 years ago. Oh, everybody's, what is he about to say? No. Marrying someone as beautiful and smart and caring as Sam was the best decision he's ever made in his life. However, handing me a microphone in front of 150 of his friends and expecting me not to embarrass them, not so much. So, I came to the conclusion, I said, listen, I'm a marriage expert, obviously. I'm 23 years old, I know everything about life. How about I give him a lesson on marriage? So Fatima, would you mind coming up and helping me? Where's Dan at? Dan, give me a hand. So Mike, listen, I decided, you know how females give a lot of subliminal messages? And it's important that you pick up on them. I mean, you have to really pick up on these subliminal messages, because if not, you're in trouble. I figured I'd give you a lesson and help you learn how to do this. And in the meantime, I figured I would give you a word, a few words here and there to tell you what's important in your marriage. So we're going to go with the first word. We're going to try and do this. I mean, the wind's not going to help me. Oh, unplug it. So Mike, the first word, Mike and Sam, the first word you guys got to do, you always got to yearn for each other. You got to keep the passion, you know, when you guys look at each other, that feeling, the butterflies you have, you always got to keep that. Next word, excitement. Mike, this is key. Sunday afternoon, game's about to come on, you're sitting there 5 minutes before kickoff, Sam walks in. Hey, let's go to Bed Bath & Beyond and get some bathroom stuff. You have to, I know you don't want to, but you have to, you know, run around, put your clothes on, get all excited. Chances are she's going to look at you and go, what's wrong with you? Call Jim, go out to the bar, watch the game. Win-win situation. We both win in this, right? Be careful, though. She tells you to go mow the lawn, don't do the same thing. Next thing you know, you're weed whacking, you're planting bushes, you're doing everything. The next word, support. Obviously, you always got to support each other. Sam, when Mike tells you he wants to swing out of a tree, wearing nothing but a loincloth, shoot a bow and arrow, try and get in Survivor, all you got to do is say, ready, action. The next word. The next word is devoted. Without being said, you always got to remain devoted to each other. It's important in a relationship. Next word. Enthusiastic. You always got to remain enthusiastic about each other. Known a kid for 14 years, he has some brilliant ideas sometimes. You always got to remain enthusiastic for him, okay? Vice versa. I don't know what I was thinking when I put that on. Amorous? I can't even say that word. But you always got to keep the love for each other, you know what I mean? All right, last one. Romantic. Mike, I know you're the king of romance. King of romance. Everybody knows the story of when he asked her to propose, or he proposed to her? Phenomenal. So Mike, listen, can you pick up on the subliminal messages we got going on here? Just remember this. Yes, dear. All right, Pop? So listen, one last thing, and then I'll wrap my speech up. I need you guys to do me a favor. Sam, I need you to put your hand flat on the table. Mike, I'm not married. I don't know how it feels. Put your hand on top for me. Let me know how it feels. Does it feel good?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah? I figured you said it last time you ever had the upper hand in your own relationship. So, if everybody, can you please grab your glasses? And let's have a toast. Love and happiness, Mr. Michael and Samantha Hartman.